Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel, Only True Crime. On December 21st, 2023, in Amroha district, Uttar Pradesh, India, a 14-year-old girl named Khushbu was pronounced dead at a local hospital. She had been brought in by her mother, Rani Verma, who claimed the girl had died by suicide. However, a medical examination quickly revealed the truth. Khushbu had been strangled to death. There were no signs of a hanging or any other method of suicide. This grim discovery unraveled a dark family secret, an affair, a desperate cover-up, and a mother's horrific crime. The Verma family appeared outwardly normal. Rani Verma, 34, was a housewife living with her two children, Khushbu and her younger brother, in the small town of Hassanpur. Her husband, Sushil Verma, worked in another city and was rarely home. Neighbors described Rani as a quiet woman and Khushbu as a polite and diligent student. The family was not wealthy, but they were considered stable, their lives revolving around simple daily routines. However, in October 2023, a change began to occur. A man named Anil Kumar, an old friend of Rani's, started visiting the house frequently. The visits were initially dismissed as innocent, but as they became more frequent, neighbors grew suspicious. The front door was often kept tightly shut, and the usually cheerful Khushbu became withdrawn and quiet. One day, returning home from school early, Khushbu discovered her mother and Anil in a compromising situation. The revelation shattered the girl's world. She began to avoid her mother, spoke less, and appeared fearful. She confided her feelings in a small pink notebook she kept locked. Her mother, Rani, sensed her daughter's growing unease and felt increasingly uncomfortable with Khushbu's suspicious glances and questions. Arguments between them became more frequent, though they were kept hidden from the outside world. On December 20th, 2023, a neighbor saw Khushbu return home and witness another encounter between her mother and Anil. The child stayed home from school the next day, refusing to eat and spending the day writing in her diary. That evening, a loud argument was heard from the house. A neighbor heard Khushbu crying and threatening to tell her father everything. This single threat was enough to push Rani Verma to a breaking point. Driven by a panicked desire to protect her secret, Rani began to plan. She bought sedatives and read a line from Khushbu's unlocked diary that chilled her to the bone. "You are no longer my mother. You are a stranger. You are what I fear most." On the morning of December 21st, Anil called Rani and suggested they end their affair, stating that Khushbu clearly knew about it. But Rani had already made her decision. As Khushbu sat in a small room behind the kitchen, studying, Rani entered. She closed the door, her voice deceptively gentle as she asked to speak with her daughter. Khushbu, refusing to turn around, told her mother, "Stop pretending. I know everything. I'll tell Dad." In a moment of sheer panic, Rani grabbed a piece of fabric from an old sari and rushed at her daughter, strangling her. Khushbu struggled and screamed, but no one could hear. The house and the room were locked. Within a minute, it was over. Rani then began a calculated cover-up. She wiped the blood from Khushbu's nose, changed her clothes, and covered her body. She hid the sari cord in a plastic bag and threw it away. To mislead investigators, she even turned the wall clock back an hour. She then ran out, shouting to neighbors that her daughter had hanged herself. However, the medical professionals at the hospital and the police were immediately suspicious. There were no signs of hanging on the body, but clear strangulation marks. Neighbors reported hearing the argument the night before and confirmed Anil's frequent visits. Investigators found the sari cord with a strand of Khushbu's hair and her diary, which contained the damning last entry. Police launched an investigation. Forensic evidence, including the sorry, string hidden in the trash, and Khushbu's diary entries, all pointed toward murder. Text messages between Ronnie and Anil showed she had premeditated the act. She knows. "I'll take care of it," Ronnie wrote the night before. On December 24th, after gathering witness statements and evidence, police arrested Ronnie Verma. She was silent, showed no emotion, and offered only vague answers during interrogation. In one statement, she muttered, "I didn't mean to kill her. I just wanted her to be quiet." A 199-page charge sheet was filed on January 18th, 2024, detailing forensic findings, witness accounts, and the psychological profile of both mother and daughter. Anil Kumar was not charged due to lack of direct involvement, but was named a key witness. The case, transferred to the Hassanpur Criminal Court, was categorized as a murder of a minor under especially heinous circumstances. Over 67 hearings spanned the next year. On July 28, 2025, the court delivered its verdict. The accused, Ronnie Verma, intentionally murdered her 14-year-old daughter to conceal her extramarital affair. This constitutes murder under Section 302 of the IPC. There are no mitigating circumstances. She is sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. In the courtroom, Khushbu's father wept. He had remained silent throughout the entire trial. His only words, "I never thought her mother would be the one to take her life." The case ignited national debate on the hidden trauma within Indian families, how silence, shame, and secrets can fester into tragedy. Khushbu Verma was more than a victim. She was a daughter with dreams, stripped of her life by the one person she trusted most. The tragic death of Khushbu Verma was a stark reminder that even in seemingly normal families, unseen cracks can grow into deep chasms, leading to irreparable tragedies. The case serves as a powerful testament to the importance of communication and understanding within families, highlighting how a parent's fear and self-preservation can tragically lead to the destruction of a child's life. What happened to Khushbu Verma is a heartbreaking reminder that silence inside a home can sometimes hide the darkest truths. A child with a bright future, silenced forever by the very person who was meant to protect her. In the pursuit of secrecy, a mother crossed the line between shame and crime, and the result was irreversible. As a society, we must do more than just react after tragedy. We need to listen, notice, and act, especially when it comes to the safety and mental well-being of children. If you're someone you know is experiencing abuse, secrecy, or psychological distress, speak up. Help is out there, and silence should never be the answer. Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe stories like these deserve to be told. Not for sensationalism, but for awareness, reflection, and hopefully change.